Today I am going to discuss the most important poem, which is the poem The Road Not Taken. The poem is deal with a situation, there is a diversion of a two path and there is a dilemma, have to choose the one path from the two. The poem is deal with The Road Not Taken, written by the Robert Frost and published in the year 1916. The Road Not Taken is a poem that describes the dilemma of a person standing at a road with diversion. This diversion symbolizes the real life situations. Sometimes in life too, there comes times when we have to take tough decisions. We could not decide it, what is the right and what is the wrong. So this kind of a situation we can see in this poem, and Mm, driven by our hope and ambitions, we take a decision taken by fewer people. We think that if we fail to seek accomplishment, we could get a chance to change and start again. However, we travel too far and have to regret at the end. So, this kind of a situation, this kind of a dilemma we have uh, when we have to choose one path from the two paths, and which kind of a feeling, which kind of a regret we have when we have to choose this kind of a path in our life. So we are going to discuss in this poem the whole dilemma, the whole regret, happiness and achievements of our goals. This poem is deal with The Road Not Taken, written by the Robert Frost and published in the year 1916. The Road Not Taken is a poem that describes the dilemma of a person standing at a road with diversion. The diversion symbolizes the real life situations. Sometimes in life too, there comes times when we have to take a tough decision. We could not decide it what is the wrong and what is the right. So in our life we have to choose one path, and we have to take a tough decision which will be a goal of our life and which will be a helpful decision in order to achieve all the success in our life. We have the ambitious, we have the hopes in life, and this kind of a situation we have. Driven by our hopes and ambitions, we take our decision take by the fever pupil. We think that if we fail to seek accomplishment, we could get a chance to start again. So it is a very tough thing. We have to choose one path, and we could get a chance to change and start again. However, we travel too far. अगर हम बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रैवल कर चुके थे, बहुत दूर तक जा चुके हैं, तो इट इज़ वेरी टफ टू चूज़ another path and start again and change it. It is a very tough situation, and we have to think about it very carefully. Otherwise we have a feeling of regret at the end. Also, it is possible that we could become an extraordinary person. So there is a possibility of happiness also. It is not all about the regret and failure. It is there will be a situation when you feel very satisfied to choose your path, and which kind of a tough decision you have in order to make your life full of happiness, full of success. So there is a hope of success also. Thus, the road not taken focus on the making wise decision in life. So we have to take a decision. We have to take. We have to choose the one path from the two paths in order to achieve our goals and success, whatever which kind of ambitions we have in our life. So this kind of situation, this kind of discussion we have in this poem. So the diversion symbolizes a real life situation. Sometimes in life there comes when we have to take the tough decision. We could not take what is the right and what is the wrong for us. So it is the difficult situations. So now we have some question answer about this poem. So question number one is that where does a traveler find himself? What problem does he face? The traveler finds himself at a point where two roads diverge, and his problem is to decide on which road he should walk. So it is the situation where the traveler have to choose the one path, and there is a diverse, and it is a problem to decide which kind of a path will be a perfect, which will be a convenient and comfortable path for him, and in order to achieve his goals in our life. Discuss what these phrases means to you. So there is some phrases from the stanza of the poem, and which kind of a meaning we have of these lines. A yellow wood, which means a forest in the autumn season. It was grassy and wanted where it is, the road was grassy because it was a less traveled road, okay, and it wanted people to move on it, okay. And the passing there, it implies walking on the road. Passing there, it implies walking on the road. And leave no steps had trodden back, and how we lead to on to way, it means that the leaf had not been pressed under the feet of travels. So how one road lead to another road. So this kind of a situation, this kind of a meaning we have in of the symbols and the word meanings of these stanzas and lines of this poem. So there is a third question. Is there any difference between the two roads as the poet describes them? So in the last two and three stanzas, in the last two lines of the poem, so there is no difference between the two roads in the stanzas and two or three. In the last two lines of the poem, the poet tells that the road he opted for is less traveled. So there is no difference between the two both part. Both are less traveled. Both are grassy, and there is no difference. In the last two lines, the poem tell us that the road he opted for is for less traveled. उस पे बहुत ही कम लोगों ने ट्रैवल किया था, उस पाथ पर काफ़ी ही कम लोग गए थे जो जो पाथ उसने चूज़ किया था. And now we have a fourth question. The fourth question is all about what was the poet dilemma. The poet was standing before the road and he had to decide which one would lead him to success. So कौन सा रास्ता उसे सक्सेस की तरफ ले जाएगा, ये उसको डिसाइड करना है. और इट इज़ द मेन dilemma, it is the main difficult situation he have while he is standing at the two diversion of the road. It was not easy for him to decide, so he stood there and introspect. And out of the two options, he had to choose the one. Of course, it was not an easy choice. The last question is all about what was the poet options about the both route. The poet opined that both the road were same, they were equally traveled, there was no difference between them, so he got confused. It was difficult to decide which road would be convenient and comfortable. He wanted to choose the one that would take him to his intended destination. So, this kind of a situation we have. The poet opined that both the roads were same. There were equal travel and there was no difference between them. So he got confused. It was difficult to decide which road would be more convenient and comfortable. He wanted to choose the one that would take him his uh, to his intended destinations. So thank you so much. I hope you like this video, which is very important according to examination point of views, and which kind of a question I have discussed with you. These are the questions which I repeated in your exams again and again. So in order to analyze this poem in a very well manner, you have to learn and understand all the question and answer with the meaning of the deep meaning of the sentences, and now you are going to be face your exam in a very well manner, and there will be a conclusion about the poem. You can write your conclusion in your own word. So there is a situation where the poet have to choose the one path from the two path, and which will be a convenient and comfortable. It is a very tough decision for him, because he want to achieve his goals, because he want to be a success in his life, and he have to choose the one path from the two path, and he is not able to decide which kind of a path is less traveled, which kind of a path will be very comfortable for him in order to achieve his goals in our life. So this kind of a situation we have in our life also, and we have discussed about it. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much. There will be a word meanings also. A yellow wood, a forest in the autumn season. It was a grassy and wanted wear. So it will be come in your exam like a fill in the blanks. You have to mention the all the words meaning. And it was grassy and wanted wear. The road was grassy because it was a less traveled road, and it wanted people move on it. The passing there, um, it implies walking on the road. Okay, and the leaf no steps had trodden back. It means the leaves had not been crushed under the feet of the travel. Okay, and the passing leave no steps were trodden back, and how way lead on to way is all about how one road lead to another. Thank you so much.